What's going on, everybody? We got Jeremy with the
What's
Player
good?
of the Year Edison Tournament here
WWE Heavyweight Champ.
here at TGS Tinley Park. He just won this awesome tournament that we had at the TGS, so he's going to show his deck profile. Anything before we start, Jeremy?
I Mickey Mouse my way into this.
That's crazy.
Literally, it was we had our top, and then last night 2 people were like, hey, I can't make the tournament. And they were like, all right, whoever has the highest points throughout the year is fills those spots. So they asked me, because I had the second highest, so I got in last night. I was supposed to be at work today. I didn't go to work. I said this is more important, and I found my way to the top somehow.
Good day to call up.
Great day to call off.
Let's get into the list. Let's see what won this whole thing.
I strapped my helmet on really tight today. Played GVs. I've been playing this deck for a little bit. Let's get this stuff. Everything is really standard, unfortunately. If you've seen one GV list, you've probably seen them all, except for this one little guy right here. I played GVs. I've been playing this deck for a little while. This is my brother's deck, and he left me all the high rarity stuff. And then I took it and said, I'm going to play it. I've been playing for a while. Been usually a Value Turbo player, but I wanted to switch it up, and this deck's been a lot of fun. And it feels really rewarding when you play the deck properly. Especially my final match against Henry, I think playing flawlessly the way that I did. It felt really good to play the air outs and just win, so. But it's pretty standard, except for most decks play 2 Quests, 1 Darius. But this is a new thing that Murray and everybody are on that I decided to try out as well. And all day, second Darius was crazy, except for there was one duel where I needed the second quest just because I needed to I needed something to tag into to grab a monster back, and the one quest was banished. But other than that, I think I'm gonna swear by 2 Darius one quest from now on.
Solid.
Yeah. Stratos is crazy. This card is so broken. I swear by this card. He forces interaction. He applies pressure of your opponent knows they have Prisma, so any chance Prisma Tiger can come down. He answers opponent's Stratos. If you're ballsy, he can cast Ashura. He's really good. I like him a lot. Everything else is pretty standard. I think Double Sab Knight is standard at this point. So, yeah. I drew Cat it was glued in my hand today. It was ridiculous.
Cat and Tiger were always there. Those were good stuff.
I think this is literally just Murray and everybody's list from Raleigh. 3 books, Rhoda, Shrink, Smashing, Heavy, Cold Wave. This is the last one edition. I usually don't like this card. This card was for me today. It's kind of a win more for me, it feels like, but I think it makes a lot of sense of why they play, because UVs are so popular now. Mirror matches and stuff Book Moon's a lot more relevant, so being able to stop spell interactions is nice. Shot myself in the foot with this once. I cold waved Value Turbo and then made Desirous, but then he had Armageddon Knight said Goyo to take it to pop my back row that I couldn't do anything with his cold wave, but they just have it sometimes. Rhoda is mandatory. This is one of your best normal summons in the deck. Cold Wave's cool. I don't know if I keep playing it, but I'm gonna keep testing it out. 1-on-1's more than fine. MST you don't really need. Like I said, all your cards, I think your spells and traps do enough to play trades. I don't think MST's needed, so.
Would you prefer the MST over the Cold Wave in any of your games today?
I think maybe, but I think when I did Cold Wave, it was Cold Waving 3 back row. So I don't think MST does the same thing Cold Wave does there. So I don't know. I don't, even before I put this in the main deck, I had MST on the side anyways. So. Trap cards, Double Chariot. I don't think the 3rd one's necessary. Sometimes I don't feel like the 2nd one's necessary. I feel like this is my least activated card in the deck, but the threat of it is more than a reason enough to play it. 2 Trap Suns. I took the 3rd out for the Cold Wave just to try it out. Listen to Murray and Johnson and everybody. 2 Bottomless, 3D Prison. This card's insane. It's a pretty easy side out too. I think siding out the 3D Prison usually doesn't feel awful when I just going second. I can't think of a card to take out. 2 Cabals. This card is crazy. Lots of IU Turbo, lots of Frogs. I don't think this is that great against Frogs, but it helps you out the Duke block. just out, just gets a 0 off the field. Solemn, Weird, Tall, Torrential, Does Shoot, Road, Wabatu. This is all standard. I, for the longest time, have hated this card. I think this is like the worst card to play in GBs. It doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't progress your game state unless you already have an established field. You need a GB monster on a field, this to resolve, and a GB in your hand to convert off of this card. And so I don't like it, but I've been testing the one with the 44 cards like this, and I think I'm going back on everything I've said about this card. This card's nice. This card won me so many games. So many people walked into it. It was actually really nice. I'm going to keep playing it for now, testing the one, see how it is. Yeah, it's the main. It's the 44 that everybody at Raleigh is playing. My extra, it's 13 cards because this extra deck's not real. 2 tokens, shout out to Chicago homies, always showing love for everybody. Triple Jizz are us, double hurt, double primary attack. This is all that matters. The rest is, I don't play brain control or anything. So it's just like random stuff you want to show off, I guess.
Just the nice stuff.
Yeah, just random. I grabbed extra cards just to put something there.
I saw you make Giz all day. How many Heraclinos did you make?
I made. It feels like I made Herc like once a match. I played. I think it was against Zombies round 1. I summoned double Herc, and that just like sealed the game. Like Secutor resolved twice. Like there was no shot that game was ever going anywhere other than my favor. Yeah, I don't think you need more than 3 though. Like you're never gonna summon a 3rd, even with the third is ours. I don't think you're ever gonna summon it, but you just have the space for it, and that's the one that you would summon before a herd. Side deck, Cyber Dragons, second Retiari for Frogs, Value Turbo, all that jazz. Gores, double consecrated, double Pokeball. I think you either main this or Road, and I chose to main Road because there's a lot of Blackwing players at our local. And especially this tournament, like the top 16, like I knew that most of them, like at least like 4 or 5 are going to be playing Blackwings. So I felt like Road in the main deck was the right call. And it was. I don't think I brought this card in at all today. These cards are crazy. I never would have thought of playing this card in this deck until like Murray and Johnson and everybody. But this card's insane.
Did it ever conflict with Giz?
No. The one time I had it, this tournament specifically, I summoned a shoutouts and it got torrential. So I didn't do anything this tournament, but it's normally a really good card. My body, space, smashing. I side the space just in case for more back row heavy decks. Smashing for going second. I like it against Blackwings. I like it in the mirror. I like it in just adding big bodies. It trades with the 0 or a Monarch. This usually comes in most matches going second. This card is MVP. Won me my finals, it feels like. He went the Black Rose me and I my bodied, and I was able to save my Solemn for follow-up, which is really cool. Oh, and I play Knock. Why would I trade a GB with the Raikou when I can just knock the Raikou and my GB walks? I did that today. That's pretty cool. Traps on the side, extra War Chariot, Rug, triple trap hole. Rug is ideally good against Monarchs, Machina. It's essentially a 4th War Chariot, but never seen it, never needed it. These come in against Blackwings. Really good cards. Ended up winning my last. I trap hold a normal summon for the win, so this card's goated. But that's the deck. I am retiring Value Turbo. I'm officially GB enthusiast. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry to all my friends. I'm not going anywhere with this deck.
It's here to stay.
Yeah, especially after pulling this out of my ass. Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Any final words? Any closing thoughts?
Shout out to, obviously, Chicago. Shout out to TGS for hosting this tournament and setting some sort of like incentive to go to locals throughout the year. And topping monthly is like a bigger reward. I think stuff like this is really cool. Like accessories and little stuff instead of just like cards is nice. Shout out to LPYGO, subscribe. Shout out to Carter. Shout out to Hector. Shout out to Gary. Shout out to David. Shout out to Henry, the GOAT. I got my salty run back in the finals. Shout out to the Magic players all the way in the back making a lot of noise. Yeah, Chicago, baby.
Congrats, Jeremy.
Thank you.